We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Come on, set. Keep pushing that rock down the field.
He's got the cheat code. Oh, make him off.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Well, he's going to change the play here. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, focus, man. Take it to him. Take it to him. Don't let him run. Let's make a play, boys.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
We're scoring on this drive. I feel it.
Let's get some points on the
Down the field offense. Not like we can freeze this defense.
Here's Love. Flushed out right. And it is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll run it here. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Packers! Christian Watson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers were just coaches tell us all the time, CD, we've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Make them defense. Make them feel it, baby.
They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Put it down, defense.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Look at this Packers defense.
Wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
Do something. Why does this have to happen?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Football defense. Boys, get one more stop.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play. And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one. Taken at the goal line.
Bring it back.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Game isn't over. Why are you giving up?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Pay dirt, fellas.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's control the trenches.
To throw now. Here's Love. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Good work. Guys, we can do better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Special teams touchdown. All right, special teams, run it back. Special teams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Who's going to get us a first down?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind you. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Davis now to return it. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. To the side. Starting the challenge basically from the other side of town. Second country line. Now before the second half, they will get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, baby! Don't let him rest!
That's my defense. Put some defense out there, fella. Bring it over to the home board. It's nothing here.
On the option, here's Eckler. And shedding a man at the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Packers 7.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first and 10, Love. And this will cap on Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good route Good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the Packers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's going to bring his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jones is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back to the 30-yard line. Loss on that play. 3rd down, gets tough 3rd and 6. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Love now. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the return will stop right around the 25. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Love. And a swing pass for Dillon. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Okay, ready? Defense, get Scott! Play it safe, boys. Play it safe. Let's keep pushing here.
And now Love going to change things up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
What are you doing? That was terrible. Could be worse, but I feel like, no, never mind. This is like watching paint dry. Ready up? Hey, the defense is a swing.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Can't believe I paid for this.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Lovell trying his legs. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yeah! Put them in their place. Come on! Where's your car? Yay, let's go. Ready, set.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation.
Let's get a few yards on this play. Take him to him, offense.
10 cycles.
All right, let's go.
Want some offense? Let's go.
Here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a running-back touchdown. John Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Right here, one time.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. the middle with Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Out left and completes it Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right out. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Herbert. Pass taken in. Ball's been tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Jared Everett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw now, here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They ran that one right. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play action this time with Love. Down the field and complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Come on.
2nd and 6.
Want them here on this your game to win, offense. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
What just happened? Seriously, what even was that play?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to Mooney. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
And this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off the option, it's Jones. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Control the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. He sets up the screen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Well, fires that quickly outside. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The kick by goal is good. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And down he'll go at the 25. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But those wide receivers, those coach Francis, when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Eckler's going to pick up a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out right to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. That's caught and it's Eckler again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. Completes this one to Thornton. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a second down throw for Love here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Can't believe I paid for this. Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 of the season. And the Chargers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Bring it back.
Well, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And this pass broken up. The contact right on time there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
You know the owner's happy with that one. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because May's not a terrible loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On second down, Love once more. He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the ball
to the sideline? It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Let's go now.
Time to shine, defense. Time to shine.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Courage. This is the one, boys. Here we go.
Second and 11 now.
Let's go. No points. Go, defense. Focus.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays healthy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.